Greetings, sending masters to and from of the highest levels on all levels, known and unknown. Protection, divinely to and from of the highest levels on all levels, known and unknown. Protection, divinely who comes through. Make sure y'all tap the screen, tap into the frequency. Don't be afraid, fear none. That's right. Give y'all a moment come through. We finna get ready to get to the section, y'all. We in class, y'all. We in class, y'all ready? Let's do it. That's right, let's do it. So do anybody know anything about Malachi York? Do anybody know about Malachi Z. York? Do y'all know who he is? That's right, know y'all history. Know y'all self. Tap the screen, tap into the frequency. Today's class is going to be about Malachi York. We're going to talk about who is Malachi York, y'all. Yes. Y'all set alive to some people who walk in the power of self, walk in the knowledge of self. Who is Dr. Malachi York? Who is Dr. Malachi York, y'all? Since the imprisonment of Dr. Malachi York several years ago, supporters of the author and historians have protested his arrest. But as people walk by and watch the demonstration, one must ask the question, who is Dr. Malachi York? Who is Dr. Malachi York, y'all? During Tuesday demonstration in Toronto, there were people who came up to the couple of the activists and said that they have followed Dr. Malachi York's work, while others approached the group and asked questions such as, who is Dr. York? And why are you guys standing here? Malachi York's legal case does not appear on the nightly news, or his work is not in every Western university classroom. So who is Dr. York? Yeah, who is Dr. York? Why did I want you to know about this individual? Why is his situation important to so many people? What is Nuwaupians? Why care? Digital Journal will attempt to summarize his life and his situation, which has brought together thousands of people from around the world in order to gain a better understanding of his influential individual self. 111 on the clock. That's right, that means you're on the right path. You're in the right spot at the right time. That's right, keep going, don't stop, don't give up on yourself. Okay? About Dr. York. Malachi York, also known as Dwight York, he had dozens of aliases. Hey, how you doing? He was born on June 26, 1945. Who been saying 1945, y'all? York was born in Boston, Massachusetts. It is an author, a musician, a scholar, a historian, and a founder of United Nuwaupian Nation of Moors, or better known as Nuwaupianists, which was originally established as a black Muslim group during the 1970s in New York City. York was also a singer who was the lead singer of Jackie and the Starlights. The students in passing in the 1980s, York established his own record label called Passion and released his debut single, It's Only a Dream. It's Only a Dream. The author has written more than 360 books on subjects relating to history, science, religion, and others. Such books include First Language, The Garden of Eden, The Birth Ceremony, Could Jesus Transform Himself? Is God a Wimp? Are there black devils? What in words is hell? The hidden meaning of Freemasonry? The mystery clouds? Are they UFOs? and countless others. Yes. Y'all protest, release Dr. York in Toronto. That's right, stand up, visualize seeing York freedom. Free York, I say. York practices, beliefs, and teachings. A lot of York's beliefs have been called unconventional and controversial, and they are something that the mainstream culture tends to avoid or immediately dismiss. However, a lot of what he has discussed in the past has come to light by very few people, including Alex Jones, William Cooper, David Icke, Jordan Maxwell, and King Saul himself. Yes. York books and lectures have touched upon the subjects in quantum physics, history, archaeology, sociology, anthropology, geopolitics, genealogy, religion, science, and music. For example, in the book The Man of Many Faces by Yaanuwn Christensen and Adolpha Namrod, Nicole L., one of York's beliefs, which was made famous by Zechariah Sitchin in the 1970s, and that there is in 1970, yet there is an example planet in our galaxy called Planet X or Nubian. This planet, according to York, is described the ancient Sumerian tablets as a fleet of ships sent out from the Yaanunnki's home galaxy, Yaanuwn, to search the universe for mineral resources. Another example in York's belief is Atlantis, which he states was called Yaanuwn and was centered on the empire of Maximus. The empire was founded by the descendants of Nubians from the continent of Africa. This area was located, says York, between the Americas and Africa, where they were once located around the Gulf of Mexico. York urges people to use the matching continental outlines, where it will reveal a large hole around the current location of the Caribbean islands. Yes, yes. Y'all pay attention, y'all. Make sure y'all pay attention. Pick up a book. It's fun to learn. Praise yourself, honor yourself. York past and present experience with the United States justice system, according to June 2002 edition of Washington Times. York was sentenced to probation after he pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor of raping a 13-year-old girl. Later, he was sentenced to 3 years in prison for assault and resisting an officer. Delivering diplomat and Nuwaupians have a fierce dispute with the government during the 1990s after the group created Damari in the state of Georgia, which was an Egyptian-themed city that features pyramids, ruins, temples, and every living space for Nuwaupian followers. The complex was built on 476 acres and was completed in 1993. The area was later acquired by the government through assets forfeitures in 2005, which was then sold. Majority of the buildings were demolished and torn down. In April 2004, York was sentenced to 135 years in prison after he was arrested in May 2002 on child molestation charges. His expected release date is December 15, 2119. However, activists believe his address was wrongful His arrest was wrongful under the laws of U.S. justice system. The group further provides document and video evidence that one of the child victims lied about her testimony, while another alleged victim was bribed by the FBI. York has accused the court for prosecutorial misconduct. Yes. Project Rise Up. That's right, Rise Up, Rise in Frequency. That's right. Explains that he was sentenced on Martin Luther King's birthday, which is a statutory holiday and violates habeas corpus. And an email is digital journal that group states the campaign will highlight the violation of Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday by officials who choose to contravene the federal holiday law, which is a direct violation of Title 5 U.S.C. and 6103, the public law, Section 298-144, by holding trial court on Martin Luther King's birthday, as well as myriad of other constitutional violations. Tristan Kofi, a Toronto organization of projects Rise Up, explained to Digital Journal, October is basically a massive embarrassment of the United States judicial system. I can't even tell you how much money they spent on the wacko type raid that they did. A spokesperson for the group stated in an email that they will not let the U.S. tarnish MLK legacy, and if we let them get away with discrediting King's birthday, we'll allow them to destroy the movement, the dream, and the legacy of a great man. That's right, the next step. According to the press release from Project Rise Up, the organizations will host a global demonstration on August 27, 2010 on Capitol Hill in Washington, which will one day prior to the March of Washington that was held on August 28, 1963. Coffin told Digital Journal on Tuesday that he is glad that people are joining the organization and fighting for the cause. He further said that the young people are realizing that what's going on in the world, and that we just need more people to fight the Injustice Committee. That's right. So it's time to come together, stand up together as one. Because we know people lie and try to slander our name, our character, to get their way and get their wicked world. That's why we must stand as a people in unity. What is a unity? What is unity? You and I on one accord. Peace reflection. Today we're talking about Malachi Z. York. Who is Malachi Z. York? We're going to go through some facts though, because he's a great, knowledgeable guy. And I love the knowledge that he provided. I love what he done uplifted me and the one man now. Nine reasons to be Nuwaupian and not them. Y'all ready? 9 reasons to be Nuwaupian and not them. The first, the inevitable fact. Everyone seeks facts, truth, confirmation. No one can really endure on blind faith or hopes. The stress and cares of life without facts about something, like not knowing the exact phone number of an important call, the address of a place you must be at a certain time, to not have facts, to feel pain, fear, danger, but not know why or where to go to have it taken care of. That's blind faith. Not a life to death that cannot ultimately be proven. Atheists cannot prove there is no God or gods, just as religion people cannot prove that their God or God exists by faith and belief only. And so they create other titles such as patheists and pragmatists. Facts are unavoidable, even if we only choose to have facts in our own existence. What is to be decided is, what evidence do we think is pertinent? How are we going to interpret the evidence, and who finds it, and will they really accept the facts over their blind faith? Ask yourself, who is your mother? She comes to mind because you know who she is. Now, who is your creator? God, Lord, Allah, Rabbi, Jah, Yah, Yahweh. You don't get an exact. One is fact and the other is fiction until confirmation. That's right. Number two on 9 reasons to be Nuwaupian and not them. Okay. The use and misuse of science. There are no limitations in finding facts when you compare religion to a scientific method of proving. The process is defined by which is measurable and repeatable. It speaks to issues and their ultimate origin, as well as people, places, and things. Where did they come from? How long ago? How did they come about? Genetics, not control of others. Moralities or lies for such answers. Science depends on what was recorded and found, read, and confirmed to be the way people really live. Facts, not fiction. Whereas religion beliefs can be found on confirmed, just what men wrote down to claim as coming from an unproven spirit. They made the claims that their God, Lord, knows about the smallest details of our life, but don't and won't or haven't stopped all these sickness, evils, wars, killings, destructions of nature. And even if their own human bodies and minds, birth defects, he doesn't help or prevent. Number 3, the problem creation versus evolution. The first fact is you, yourself, your parents, their parents, and so on. You reading this confirm your existence. Next step back is, where did you come from? Your parents. Who came from theirs? That's how it done. With plants, animals, humans, and the universe. Nothing new. Even if a test tube is used, it still has the same root seed for reproduction. Where did it start? Why must it have to have one? Only to support your belief in a spook God. One point in time saying, be or let there be this person. What most overlooked is, even then, in their religion books, they say this God used dust or mud or clay of the ground, which always has some form of life. Be it dry sand or more soil, life exists in it. When there is God used in a shape, fashion, mold, or make. That's right. Appreciate the light, appreciate the love. Appreciate you coming through. That's right, Queen. You are awesome. You are wonderful. That's right. That's right. If he is very first and he takes a European or Caucasian female, impregnating her with his sperm, the child born would be a new creation, a first, right? His father would be the creator. His mother would also be the creator. In the Tamu, planet Earth, in which he planted his seeds to mix with her ovum. Now the other way around, the African woman holds the DNA, the genealogy is born. A line from her onward, which the seed of the African male ended as conception because he does not have the mDNA like the woman. Yet in both cases, it was a new creation created from them. Then from the African woman's seed, because of the mDNA, the gene proven to be transferred from a mother only, there is evolution. Genetically, if beings came to us from other worlds with stronger genes and bred us, they could be our God. And if it was a female, she would be our mother and goddess. This is how it's done, y'all. Number 4, the devil and evil. Who has the most profit from a good God who created us and all things more than a devil or devils? It gives him a purpose. It brings him into existence as well. For why would you need a good if there was no evil? Why need a God if there was no devil? So who do you think created religion? And is religion laws of do or don't do? Not the creation. And certainly not the creators or the ones who has the most to gain by weaker beings violating these do or don't do laws, y'all. You know, they created this system to keep you down, keep us down. So we got to know these things, y'all. That's right. Number 5. Number 5, y'all, the Bible, Quran, and God's story. The Bible, Quran, and God's story. On the first reading, the opening words of the Old Testament in Hebrew, a Tanakh, Torah, or English, which birthed the New Testament and many other Gnostic texts, and the Dead Sea Scrolls, which birthed the Quran, and the religion from each based their belief in a divine on the first book of Genesis, and what they call the Bible. This first chapter seems to assume the existence of Elohim, or Yahweh, or God, Duos, Allah, Rabbi, Genesis, however, was really written long after what the first verse claims. At a point of time in history, they claim a Hebrew name, Hebrew man of Levite, tribe of Israel, wrote it. Not proven to date, however, the very words in the beginning, God, is not saying in the beginning, I as the first and only God. It's about a God, not by this God, just as the first verse of St. John in the New Testament states, in the beginning there was the Word. Okay, we are in the 9 reasons of 9. Y'all can come up after I do the stage right now. Right now, I'm hosting the show for Dr.York. That's right. That's right. That's right. It's powerful. He's still powerful right now. Even though they're trying to keep you away from us, he's still talking to me right now. So look, we are very strong, very wise. That's right. And the Word was God. It does not say I am the God, the first and only God, and the Word was with me. Again, it's not by a God. The Quran read, in the name of your Rabbi was created. It doesn't say read in the name of me, Allah was created. It's about Allah, not by Allah. It was written by mortal men, human beings, about a God. Not by a God about human beings, just as many children world over now believe that Santa Claus was a real person. They call him Christ Kringle. No, they call him Chris Kringle. No, Chris equals Christ. Saint Nick equals Saint Holy. They have how he dresses, how he looks, how he has helpers, his words, ho, 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 how he flies through the skies, and flying reindeer, how he gives gifts, and that makes people happy, how he lives way up north at the North Pole. People spend their hard-earned money on gifts. Now, it's not all of this the same exact story created in the Bible or Quran about their God, angels, reward. He knows if you are asleep. He knows if you are awake. He knows if you are good or bad. It is not that the same, and people all over the faith, all over the way for Christmas. Who was born on Christmas? They have music, feasts, rituals, symbols. It's not real. It's all fake. He really doesn't and never existed, a make-believe. That is the very same thing with the Bible stories of a God, the places, the miraculous events, signs, symbols. You think about it. Now Santa Claus, is supposed to be good like God, but then they created stories of Frankenstein, right? If y'all new to the live, y'all, we are going over the 9 reasons to be Nuwaupian and not them. Peace. Okay, the stories of Frankenstein, a man-made man, made of human parts, called alive and became became evil, killed. Don't forget when I said the name, you saw his image, and if he is real, and so many others, I could say, but you think them and see how it works and work. It all faith and belief in what another person created in their mind, like the best fiction stories. There is no proof of the story religion people devote their lives to, none. Yes, they found places mentioned in the Bible, but you can't find the North Pole or Transylvania. But are on the map, right? Okay, boom. They got a map here, y'all too. Y'all want to get some of this knowledge? Y'all want me to send y'all some knowledge? My name is Ask for, Pray for. Asking you will receive. Ask for, pray for. Asking you will receive. 9 reasons to be Nuwaupian and not them. 9 reasons to be a Nuwaupian and not them. Okay, that does not mean Santa Claus or Frankenstein or real or were real. It doesn't matter how many people claim they believe in Bigfoot or the Loch Ness monster until they uncover the facts proof that they do not exist. And yet in Egypt, facts, records, bones, tombs, dates, times, places, real people confirm. They have not done that with the monotheistic religions of Moses here, Jerusalem, the Jesusism, Muhammadanism. None of them have proven the creation story, their angel story, their God story, their life or death story, their heaven story. But their hell story is true. We have it right here on earth, right now, as you see it. With all the pain, suffering around us, fictions has become real, and those that need anything to believe in, but facts will always come out of the lies of fabrication religions. That's right. Falsifying the mind. Let's chat. Let's chat. You come up. Let me finish reading this. I got three more reasons why not to be Nuwaupian. Why not to be. I got 3 more reasons why to be Nuwaupian and not them. Okay. The name of religion. The name of religion or God doesn't mean it's real. People who claim names today like Jews, Christians, Muslims, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and there are many subdivisions, sexes, domination. The fact that there are millions who believe the fictions of their holy books, the fictions of the beings and people in their own stories, the fact that there is a place called Jerusalem or Vatican in Rome or Mecca in Arabia. None of the above mentions or confirms the facts needed. It only beliefs and not arguments of their God's existence. A God each claim impartial to their rituals in them as chosen, and that their God would not protect other children of the world, that he is responsible for being born amongst Hindus, Buddhism, Europeans. It's not he the giver of all life? Are we to believe that when each time these people could not live, find food, or fear death, that God sent them to Africa, to the Africans whom many Caucasians have taught or cursed to be black, with nappy hair, big lips, large genitals, big butts? All of this claim with their God sends them to safety amongst Africans repeatedly. That's right. Food for knowledge. I'm here to make you think. I'm here to put that knowledge up on you. That's right. 9 reasons to be Nuwaupian and not them. That's right. Number 7. The personification of God, angels, spirits. Many religions claim to worship their God in spirit or as an unseen spirit. That God is not a human being and that angels have wings and are also holy ghosts or spirits, not human beings. Because we as human beings know we have all kind of weaknesses and needs from outside sources. We need to clean ourselves inside as well as outside. We start off as babies, weak, independent. As we age, we lose our sight or our hearing and receive all other kinds of sicknesses. And we need to eat. We need to drink water. We have needs. We go crazy or lose our minds. We are selfish. So how can their God be a human being and still be all powerful? So there the Spirit of God comes into a body of flesh as the Word made flesh. Saint John 1:14 uses by the Christians in the New Testament, or the angels come as a complete, well-made man in the Muslim Quran. Okay. Chapter 19:17. And the Spirit of God moves upon the face of the waters by the Hebrews Torah, Genesis 1:2. But in each a spirit being came down to earth. Also in the Torah, God or the Lord came to Tana, earth, which two angels to Abraham and ate food, flesh and fat. In Genesis chapter 18, they ate meat of animals with these and so many others in human form. They used doves, Mark 1:10, ass, calves, mules, strange flying animals to take them to heaven, as the Quran 17:1. Unicorns, unicorns in Job 13:10, dragons in Revelation 13, talking snakes in Genesis 3:1, fishmen in 1 Samuel 5:2-7. So we see they believe their angels come in human form and spiritual birds, human fish, giants, Genesis 6:4. You can read this in the Holy Scriptures and books they use to explain their religion. Yet they will look at Egypt and say we are pagans because we claim we Egyptians are all worship animals. Yet their own God trusted Egypt as the place of safety to live and stay for 430 years. This also is to be found in the holy books, Exodus 12:14. Think, their God, Allah, Yahweh, Elohim, made a promise with their father, Tetra Abraham and Ibrahim, to give him a land flowing with milk and honey, to look over them, protect them, a safe place. Now note, this is their all-knowing God, but he did not know the land of Canaan would have a famine, dried up, and forced the Israelites to have to move or die. He could not see that far when he made the promise to Abraham. Then all the other places, and then of all places on the planet Earth, why are they, or does he feel they are safe in pagan Egypt? Why is Egypt even in their books at all? If we were such backwards, confused pagans, they are never called evil in their holy books. Their Jesus came from above in the form of a bird, a dove entered a human being, and he became Emmanuel, God's with us, Matthew 1:23. With us, they claim, the Muslim claim that he, Isaac, or Al-Messiah will climb down a ladder unto the Mosque, which he returns from up there in heaven, and Jews waited from the Messiah to come rule over them and set peace on earth. And each there see some human beings coming from above the earth with more power than earthlings, who can transform himself. Yet with the Egyptians said our Kemetic undues was symbolic of frogs and snakes of the deep before man of the Sapris, and there's personified and created man in their image. They say that never could have happened. Well, the fact is that really believe the very same thing that we Egyptians knew. But the fact remains, and he has proven that the Egyptians never needed. They needed Egyptians. The Egyptian Nara, God of nature, never sent Egyptians in need of them. It is the other way around. And who was first? The Egyptian, whose records have been found in Egyptians, and person who looks like your Negroids, your Egyptian ancestors, your own holy bloodline. That's right, your own holy bloodline. And where in Egypt, Africa, and what does that make Egyptians, Africans, and who are the original Africans? Negroids, dark-skinned, woolly-haired people. He first look at the walls of Egypt and say the same way you look at your grandparents' pictures. Is it the same? That's right. 9 reasons to be Nuwaupian, not them. Number 8. The evidence of, that's right, number 8 is the evidence of greatness and miracles. All you have to do is look at Africa and Africans, the great empires they built. Look at Timbuktu. Look at Egypt. Look at our records, our arts, the first to write a script, the first doctors in the holy books. They claim one of the prophets cast his rod to the ground, and his Lord God turned the wooden stick into a living snake. Exodus 7, 9 through 10. Now the ruler of Egypt, a man called his priest, and they could do the same thing that the Israelites, Hebrews, Muslims, God or Lord did for their prophets, Moses, Musa. He did not do the miracles his God Yahweh Theos Allah did for him, but Ray did not do it for the Egyptian priests. They did it themselves from their own earthly knowledge. So in fact, who is the Hebrews' gods? The Egyptians? Isaiah 19:25, Hosea 12:9, Hosea 13:4. The Hebrew does not say who brought you out of Egypt. It says their very God, Lord, is from Egypt himself. What was the name of Amon-Ra or Amun? Amen. The Amen Revelation 3:14. They still use his name at the end of their prayers today. That's right, amen. So we Egyptians already know. We already knew it. How was it done, making us equal in power to their God, Lord? So whose effect is greatness, and who is performing miracles as human beings? The Egyptians, the Africans, the Africans called Negroids. That's right. Number 9. This is number 9 right here, y'all. And look, we do question and answer now. After this one right here, we do question and answer, y'all. 9 reasons to be Nuwaupian, not them. Number 9. The guy who doesn't know and lies. In their holy books, their God asks questions like, where art thou? Genesis 3:9. As Abraham hides from him as he walked on earth in the garden, and who told thee that thou was naked? Genesis 3:11. And so many other times, this God did not know all things. Also, he told Abraham a lie. He said, for in the day that thou is eating thereof, thou shalt surely die. Genesis 3:6. Adam and Eve both ate of it, but they did not die. This was a lie. Do y'all see? That was a complete lie. Then, does his God have fears? Yes, he said, behold, the man is become as one of us to know good and evil, and not less he said, behold, the man is become as one of us to know good and evil, and not less he said, behold, the man is become as one of us to know good and evil, and not less he. That's right, 9 reasons to be Nuwaupian, not them. That's right. 9 reasons to be a Nuwaupian and not them. 9 reasons to think for yourself and not go by the laws of what they told you. That's right, 9 reasons. So, question and answers, y'all. Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any answers? Y'all want to come up top? I'm sending invites out. I'm sending invite. That's right, we got about 10 more minutes, y'all, before we end this live. So, y'all. Peace to you, Reflex. How you doing, Reflex? Peace reflection.
So,
What's
can
up?
you hear me?
You gotta speak up a little bit too.
Can you hear me?
It might be my phone. I didn't cut it up, son. Okay, I can hear you.
Yeah, microphone. Trying.
You got anything you want to elaborate? You got any question though, or you just want to speak on the topic on the facts? Come on through.
Bro, I ain't hear. I couldn't hear what you were saying. Well, I heard I was the Nubian stuff. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. It's all the same. So I don't really dive into anything like that because essentially it's all the same. Everything. But I'm looking to like a line, yo, to unite and form something because there's a few of us on here that are being like shadow banned or blocked. So I'm trying to get us come together so that we can use the energy of a certain amount of us and actually start pushing everything that we're individually pushing. Because we're all trying to do the same thing, like positive wise, but we can come together and make it so that we can all separately still do what we want to, what we're trying to do. Like you build your thing, somebody else build their stuff, and so like that. But we got to come together first so that we can make it
Yes.
easier, yo. Cause this division, it's not working. Cause energy is not there. So I'm trying to link like mindeds, yo, like
Oh
minds.
yeah, yeah. That's a must build though. Like just like we can start building like we should start making a rituals of us coming together on the platform. We can start doing things and not just on this platform. We got to start making events to come in the physical. Cause we don't want them to know everything that we're doing. You got to not let your left hand know what your right hand doing. So like I'm with you on the unified thing though. Cause like I know what I with the power I possess by myself. I know what I can do by myself. And I do also know what we can do as a collective whole on a unified level. That's right. Each one teach one. We are all part of oneness. This means if we come back together, that means more power together. If we think about it, you got to seal the protection on you, right? That's right. You got to seal the protection. How big our seal the protection if we all come together? That's right. We were all what is armed together. That's right. We are not afraid of no one. That's right. We got to come out that cubby hole. Y'all got to look at it, what they done to us. They told us social distance. They told us COVID to keep you inside. They ain't want you to come around, God, to see what's going on right now. So we know what's going on. We know we must connect. We must connect. We must correct our political status. We must not identify as black. We must not identify African American. Those are slave names. Those titles hold no merit to this earth, no merit to this land that we walk on. That's right. Once you identify as such, as who you are, the universe is working in my favor. And I am highly favored. I am appreciated. I am grateful for who I am. And I appreciate everybody who want to do this unified level thing because that was God called is. Who picking up the phone for God? Who ready to walk for God? Who ready to come back together and take back over what we rightfully ours? We ain't stealing nothing. We are coming back together. And I'm be honest with y'all. I'm be honest with y'all. The people who identify as black and African American, the system is like, if y'all don't never do it, like they'll respect you as you stand as a nation. If you come up to these people and identify as a nation, you give them all they political status that they gave. They gave us a political status that have no, like black and African Americans don't have no rights. So we come together though, and I got the knowledge of our way out. We got to be okay with denouncing ourselves from the United States corporation. We are not slaves. I'm not a property of nobody's company. I got my own company. I got my own business. Why like when somebody wants you a part of the company, they want you to make money, make them money. They want you to make them money. So you got to pay attention to what's going on.
All right.
Like they
All
look
right.
at
Well, I'm more so aligned with actually like doing stuff, bro. Like there's a lot of there's people like cause there's different. There's a lot of us. Like there's people already starting their schools. There's already people have large followings, somewhat large, or know how to do that already on here. I'm just trying to make it so that we all come together and we can come together and share what we all know in order to help each other like get to a level of actually moving something. So I'm more so just like I'm not here to learn anything, yo. I'm not here to
You just
Uh,
ready, yo. You
I'm
like you
not.
like me, but I know
There's.
exactly what you're
I
saying. You
mean,
ready for the action part. You
can't
ready like
teach me. I'm
you
not.
you
I'm
already.
not seeking a teacher. I'm the master. So, everybody else, I'm just trying to get us together so that we can actually start doing stuff because time is is getting there.
Yeah, time is a loser. It's just like, everything happening in a divine timing. But I get what you're saying though. Like you ain't trying to. You already got your knowledge. And all of us, you got to think about this. My gifts, your gifts, like we all our gifts work in a way of like boom, boom, boom in the unified pace. It's like we come together and do that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is though, like you connect with like-minded people, like, and you actually stay connect with them. That means like we should break because I'm connected with other spiritual beings and we talking on a daily basis. It ain't just every other week or when I go live. I'm talking to them like every day. Like we got a message going on. We doing podcasts together. We doing things together, and we are creating better environments and opportunity for us too. But with this too, so like yeah, I feel you too, bro. Like yeah, but connect and stay in contact. Cause like once we start doing physical events, we can say, hey, we gonna move this way. Hey, we gonna move that way. But it start with better be in contact with each other though.
Well,
Like
we
if
don't we
I
don't we don't need that many people, bruh. All you need is like 13, 12, 9, 13 people. So it's not a lot. So like I'm saying, I'm literally just need those people. So one of the 12, one of the one of the zodiacs, one of the disciples. I don't know who you are in the equation of that, yo. That's for you to find out. Well, eventually we'll figure out who in the cycle of the 12 because it's going to be 12. That's how everything is, yo. But look at. But yeah, yo, that's the energy that we're moving with, yo. So um, I don't know if you remember who you are and what you here to do, but that's that's the motto of the group that we're trying to push the
yeah,
energy.
yeah, I'm a generation curse break. I know if I'm breaking it down. I'm talking about boop. I'm talking about boop. I'm talking about lead by example. I'm doing so many things. They're like, how can you do that? Like I vibrate so how they can't even recognize me. Like so I know what I'm here for and I'm doing it. Like they see me in the act of God. They see me doing it. Like that's why they paying attention. That's why they all on my platforms, on all my platforms. Cause they see me being me. They see me like he don't care. He's not. Look, I'm here to live by my purpose, live in my power. I don't care about nobody else's opinion. I want to do this what God wants to be done. That's right. We doing what we supposed to do, and we're gonna come into those individuals who we are supposed to be aligned with too. Cause everybody got their own soul tribe. Either you gonna connect with your soul tribe, or you gonna be forced with your soul tribe. So it's like it ain't no force thing. If we can build, we'll be able to see much of each other. We won't have to be a force thing, or I had to go find you. We'll always be just there contact. I'll always be seeing you. We'll always be having something
And
going
so
on.
this is how I'm doing it, bro. I got a link in my bio, and it goes to there's a link in my bio. The first link goes to the my nation's page, whatever. Your first link, you click the link in the bio, and you go down. I got an email list. That email list, I'm taking names of the people, yo, that's interested in being joining, aligning with the what's name. So I'm actually looking for people to actually like I said, I'm not talking like it's cool, but I'm trying to like yo actually align, yo. Let's actually start moving because we need to start moving. Everybody's still talking. Nobody's moving towards uniting. Everybody's talking about uniting. Nobody's actually like yo come together and let's do it. So I'm trying to like do it
Yeah, see,
because
I'm in the physical. I mean, I gotta click over here and click over there. We meeting up in the physical. Now I don't know about other individuals, but I know for myself what I'm doing. Like we doing real physical calls. We showing up for the purpose. Like, but like it require. I know you saying though, like in your situation, like you trying to get to that point. Oh well, you got your individual right now. Building army strong right now. Army strong, building up like in the physical. I ain't talking about just on amp. I'm talking about we go meet up somewhere around the way. You understand? And we ain't gonna have it on the amp, so they won't even know that we met up and we did what we did. But I'm just saying though, I'm already doing it. I'm already doing it. Like, and I got groups of gentlemen and groups of women. So it's just about if we're gonna actually do it. Cause like some people are afraid of like he already got it. He already got the leadership. He already got a group of men, a group of women already. So they'll say, I don't want to be a part of that because he already got what I'm trying to do. But it's already in the making. Like I can't stop what I'm doing because somebody wants to hinder my growth or hinder my process. So like we doing this in the physical. We got women, we got men already in the physical. That's right. And I in the game is to create a new generation by giving birth and not giving our children to the system, not giving our and our wife won't be in the system either. They won't be trying to tell us what they said do or take our children to their knowledge to their education. Because if I have a child now, that wife gonna let me teach that child how to be a child and grow up and be who they gonna be. Because I ain't gonna tell them who they gonna be. I'm gonna let them lead by spirit. If I know spirit led me to know all these different things, I ain't been in nobody's school to know how to be a publisher, do all these great things that I know how to do. Look, spirit lead better than anything, so we know we're gonna do that. So, but yeah, I get what you're saying though. We try to connect and build with us, but like you got to connect with those individuals and don't actually go look for it. Cause like I'm be honest, it found me. I'm be honest, group of people found me. Like so instead of like you,
bro. I don't. I'm not into, bro. I'm really like, I told you, like, like, I'm the master. Like, I'm aware of who I am in this equation. Every equation that I am a part of, I am the sun, yo. Like, I am the sun. I'm letting you know I'm the sun. So even if you join me or not, like I'm aware that I am the sun. Like I am the sun
yeah,
in the equation. Like this body of 12, like I'm not one of the 12. I'm
yeah.
one of
Look,
the
hey, I'm,
13s.
I'm, I'm gonna show you my
I'm the
tattoo. It ain't
sun. I'm not. I am.
look. This ain't my tattoo.
I am moving, and the other bodies are moving around me. Like I am the center, bruh. Like so,
I mean,
if
look, you got
you feel like you are the sun, if you know yourself to be the sun,
you marked by the sun. You got that mark.
then
You got that sun mark on you.
what?
You see that sun mark? It's a sun mark. Marked by the sun. He says, if you mark like that, if you mark with the sun, I got a whole sun glow right on my arm. I'm marked. It can't be. Look, that's how I know who I am. Visualize on your birthmark and know who you is. Like visualize on your birthmark and know who you is though, because you can see yourself, you'll know yourself. That's right. I'm marked by the sun. Like I ain't got that sun on me. It's birthmark. I almost try to get a tattoo over it, but it still stand out. It's still a whole sun right there on my arm for me to know who I am. So yeah, it's already there. It's like I already there. I'm one with the creator, one with the sun. Like everything I know, I've been sun gazing again to where I'm going. But I feel what you're saying though. Let's build. Now I ain't saying that you can't build or we can't build together. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we gotta come together. Like it ain't no we supposed to submit to nobody or nothing like that. Or nobody supposed to praise nobody like that. We supposed to come together and just like if anything you want to come together, we can come together and all harness that sun energy. We can all come together as a group and harness that sun energy and show what we can really do. It ain't nobody saying, I'm the master and they supposed to serve me, or you the master, they supposed to serve you. It's
It's
not.
the way you talk, bro. It's the way you talk. It's the way you talk. The way you talk is like you educating, and I'm like, bro, I'm the we like I don't like what we need to do is I don't need to know what we need to do, bro. We just need to do it, bro. We need
Yeah,
to
I feel what you're saying though, but I'm already.
name, establish a brand or signal, a sigil that can identify us, so people know that we are more than just one, and we are a collective. That way, we show uniformity across all the different platforms, and we come together and do things on this thing in public, so that we show that individually we all doing something separately, but we're coming together. We're part of a bigger thing, so that
Right.
people are more likely to invest in us individually and us as a whole, because we're trying to do something together. Because they're like, yo, those people together, they're trying to do this thing together. And I'm like, oh, if enough of them together, then we're gonna join. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
way, like, we're gonna show that we are aligned. That way, people are more likely to invest in us individually, in us as a whole. Like, so it'll help our agenda of the self sufficient, the sovereign we can build the wealth and everything that we need together if we just come together. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not interested in uh anything other than that, just because I understand that everybody has their part in the puzzle, so I don't have to worry about all that stuff. See, like you have your own stuff, you have books. See, I don't have to worry about like educating people and stuff, because there's different people within the 12. Everybody has their different interests and can do different things. So is capable of. So we're capable of building everything that we need off of people's interest already, yo. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Oh yeah, so
I'm just
we
I'm
get to the
taking that.
end of it though.
Bruh, I don't have a.
Now, but what I'm gonna say though, I'm
I'm
just
take
gonna
I'm
make
gonna
an
take your
announcement.
I'm gonna take your well, man, you just go to the link and put your information in there. I have your information,
I'm
and
gonna go.
I
I'm gonna
will
look at this up.
send a link to. Yeah, whenever you actually subscribe to the email list, like you get some some documents, like some declarations of, like, examples on how to do your judicial notice and stuff. Like you get some. I go back and go look over it, but I sent you, like, it's
Okay.
you download some files too, whatever. But
Okay, cause I love
man,
it.
you just put your information, and we'll,
Okay, so
we'll
I
just
appreciate you coming through.
we'll,
Can you announce your name for the playback? Cause it's gonna be played on YouTube too.
my name as in Ra
Yeah,
Mayat
yeah.
Arsael
I'm saying
Pharaoh
however.
Ra Moon.
Okay, y'all tap
All
in, y'all.
right,
If y'all on the YouTube, y'all just heard the information. If y'all want to come through, y'all heard his name. Y'all can come to TikTok and y'all can come get some information. Y'all want to get the intellect of mind power to come out this situation. Y'all want to correct y'all political status. Y'all wanna be great. Y'all don't want to be substitute to somebody who want to be better than you. You don't want to be a part of a system that don't serve your highest good. So yes, y'all come through, join us, join each other. That's right, each one teach one. We thrive on our highest good to rise each one of us up. So I appreciate you coming through, bro.
yo,
I appreciate you coming through, and I'm finna get ready to
peace,
end the recording.
Hotep Nature.
Oh yeah, peace. All is well, all is good, all is powerful, all knowing guys. I appreciate everybody being the best self. That's right. Tap the screen and tap to the frequency. That's right, and rise, y'all. YouTube channel, King Saul, East One Teach One. Peace, reflections.